Hey guys, Mike here. Yes, it was a slow day, but there were still some decent calls from you guys. I may have made one too. The SPY, kind of a narrow range again. I'll go over the BBBY call that I made this morning. It was on bounce watch. I'll take today's candle out of it. So I really liked it as a bounce play, and then it gapped up, which I like it a lot less when that happens. Let me get extended hours off of here. So it was as simple as after the opening 5-minute candle. I said it was an interesting setup if it gets through the highs, right? 11:10 break, which happened right there. And probably within about 7 minutes, it went all the way up to 11.96 before rolling over. As a day trader, that was pretty neat. Got a lot of thank yous from several of you in chat, so I was glad you guys got it. Another one I called early but didn't make it easy was Drug, D-R-U-G. Mentioned it back through 2. After the gap up, you kind of had an inside 5 set up to right at the whole number 2. The inside 5's candle setup would have been a 2 break with red to green and high of day stacked above. And if you do this, it worked really well, but you had to sit through, I don't know, maybe a dime. Let's see, 13 cents was the worst you were underwater. The stop goes below the previous 5, so you had 15 cents risk. It went down 13. If you stayed in, it made a really nice percentage move from 2 to like 260. My internet just cut out. I hope this video is still working. All right, anyway, so there's a couple from today. Several others were called. I really, that INDO is kind of interesting. Not that I'm here to call after hours trades, but back through 12, that might get going in after hours. I'm kind of keeping an eye on stuff after hours. Anyway, let me go to the stuff I'm watching for tomorrow. NERV, just a huge rip today. Certainly extended, but it's going to go on a chart. Bed Bath & Beyond, after the BBBY, after the gap up and then the red close, I like it less, but still going to watch it. EAR is kind of a quiet pick. You had the big 2-day run. It seems to have found support. Kind of a nice intraday pop yesterday. Quiet inside day to day. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm not in love with it, right? But I'm going to keep an eye on it. AMC, ugly daily chart, but I do like a narrow range, afternoon high of day break. Super interesting to me tomorrow if that happens. AKLI, just a goofy chart. We have so many goofy charts right now. But if anyway you slice it, a few days ago this was 37.58, and now it's down here near 5. It didn't give, it gave one possible setup today, but happened early, and I'll zoom in, kind of show you the early high of day break. I didn't get the idea out in time anyway, and it didn't really follow through anyway. But there's a perfect example. This was the early high. If you happen to catch the volume, maybe you Tokyo'd it before the high of day break. Maybe you sold through 6, had a trade, but overall it's stupid thin stock. But it's a great example of the bounce happened early. The high of day break happened early, didn't follow through. They're usually, not always, but usually much more powerful if it had gone sideways all day and then broke this early high, in the final hour. So we didn't get that. We got the early pop, and now we've got a red candle again, so I am putting it right back on bounce watch. FRZA, maybe the ugliest chart I've ever seen. It's been trading for what, maybe 10 days, 9, I don't know. Every day it's closed below its open. I'm just looking for a bounce one of these days. It's as simple as that. I'm a day trader, so none of this, is investment advice. By the way, INDO now at 12:33, so I should have taken it, but I want to make the video and get out of my office too. REBN, just another kind of recent IPO I'm putting on bounce watch. I probably never would have noticed it if it weren't for the big volume spike near the end of the day. So that kind of put it on my radar, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to watch that one tomorrow. Again, simple as that, nothing complicated about it. STBX has been trading for 2 days, and now you can see what happened. It's one of those, another goofy one, right, that I'm not sure. I think somebody said priced at 4 and opens at 27 and goes to 46 before doing this, right? But it's only got 2 days worth of trading. I'm going to put it on bounce watch. NRDY, kind of a quiet inside day after the big insider buy that popped it yesterday. So looking for a 3rd day play there. Whoops, INDO. Just mentioned this one. I like the big pop yesterday, the inside day today. Plus it topped out right below 12. But again, as I said, it's trading in the 1230s right now, so we'll see. But I like the chart there. If I didn't know it was trading right now in after hours, I'd be more interested. But we'll see. It might settle down and still give a setup. And then lastly, I'm going to put this kind of quiet sleeper pick, if you will, LMFA, which had this big volume about a week ago, tried to turn back up and got weak again, but then it's kind of curling back up. Only 422,000 traded today, so keep that in mind. I don't love this, but it caught my attention. And when something catches my attention, I try to write it down and then include it in the watch list for the next day. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have. We'll add some more gappers in the pre-market. Should be plenty to trade, though. But the afternoons have been brutally quiet. NEPT, by the way, ripped end of day, and I missed that one too. For those of you, a lot of you were in there and heard me whine about missing that one. But anyway, that might be deserving of a chart too. I'm not putting it on the list because it's kind of trading squinky, and we'll see. I do have it on a chart, but I'm not putting it on the list. That's NEPT. All right, anyway, I'm done babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room.